Well, although weight loss dominates most of the attention when it comes to fitness, there are many people that desire to actually put on weight in the form of muscle, that is. Here to tell us how to do that is Wes Cole, our fitness expert. And we have a couple of viewers that have written in about it, interested in it.
And it's kind of unusual. It seems like most of my questions are usually related to weight loss, but these are some questions related to muscle building, so it might be kind of good switch up today.
All right. Well, Gabe writes in and he says, I've been lifting for a few weeks and I'm getting stronger, but haven't put on much weight. How can this be?
Well, you know, what people need to realize is the first adaptation, general adaptation to weight training, especially heavy weight training, is neural adaptation. It's like your nervous system is becoming more efficient with using the muscle fibers, using the muscle that it already has. And that's kind of the precursor to developing more muscle. But if people stick with it, usually hypertrophy or muscle growth usually occurs between the 6 and the 8 week mark. And that brings me to my other point. If you've been lifting weights hard for 6 or 8 weeks and you're getting stronger and you haven't put on any muscle, usually the main culprit is you're just not eating enough. And for all the teenagers out there, for all the kids that want the skinny kids wanting to get bigger, you have to eat. I cannot stress that enough. I mean, if you want to be big, you got to eat big. You know, eat healthy, eat a lot of protein, vegetables and stuff. You don't have to eat junk food, but you got to get your calories in, because if you don't get enough calories, you're wasting your time in the gym as far as building muscle.
You just burn it all off.
Yeah, you got to eat.
All right. Well, Connor wants to know, what are the best exercises for building muscle?
Well, so many people, when they're wanting to build muscle, they want to focus on, like their bicep curls, what I like to call their mirror muscles, because that's what they see. But if you look at a guy that's really big and really strong, usually 2 exercises usually come up in the conversation pretty quickly. Deadlifts and squats. Big compound exercises that work a lot of muscle groups at the same time. This right here, people ask me all the time, what does your wife do to get in shape? This is one of her favorite exercises right here, the trap bar deadlift. And it looks simple enough. Now this right here is, it's almost half of what she can normally lift. She usually does 3 or 4 sets of 8 to 12 reps. She gets in a good amount of volume. This is a great way to build a lot of muscle. And thank you, Beth. And you know, even for the ladies that want to put on a little bit of strength and muscle, remember, so many ladies, they sell themselves short when it comes to, to how strong they can be. All the time, they're lifting the pink dumbbells going, well, I don't want to hurt myself. She can deadlift a couple hundred pounds pretty easily. So like I said, if you want to build some muscle, stick to the big compound exercises, squats, deadlift, rows, bench press, exercises that work, a lot of muscle groups at the same time. Stay away from the bicep curls, tricep extensions.
Okay. All right. Well, Bruce writes in and he asks, does cardio build muscle?
People ask me this all the time. There is so much research showing that cardio is very limited on building muscle. In fact, there's a lot of research showing that if you do a lot of cardio while you're trying to build muscle, it can actually dramatically interfere with your strength gains and muscle building. And, and that's just the way it is. I mean, if you really think about it, running, it streamlines us. It makes us lighter. A smaller runner is a more efficient runner. And if you're trying to get big and bulkier, that's kind of like 2 goals going in the opposite direction. You still do your cardio. It's still important for heart health, but if you're trying to get as big as strong as you possibly can, you need to limit your cardio, and I guarantee you'll start seeing results.
So would something like the elliptical be a better?
Yeah, absolutely. Elliptical maybe 2 or 3 times a week if you're trying to build muscle, but if you're running 3 or 4 miles a day or 4 or 5 times a week and you're trying to put on muscle, you're not going to put on very much.
All right. Soon I'll be strong like you. Okay, maybe not. Okay. Your wife, yeah, she's pretty impressive. Okay, well, if you have any questions that you'd like to ask Wes to answer, just go to the weekend morning section of our website, KJRH.com, and click on the habitual health link, or you can just give him a call, 749-0960, or visit him at his gym on 46th, just east of Sheridan.